I want to ask a bigger question about just kind of getting things done in this moment. This is the Liberals' third attempt at bail reform in, I think, 7 years. And one of the most constant complaints we hear, whether it's about housing that you've been involved in almost every sort of facet of government, is that the Trudeau Liberals were really good at making big, broad, sweeping announcements on things, less good at actually getting in and getting the work done on the ground that allowed the implementation of those big ideas to get done. What is different now, and why should people believe that this time is going to be different?
Well, I can speak about my own experience in developing this piece of legislation. One of the things that has characterized the process to arrive at the bill that we presented in the House of Commons today is an unusual and frankly refreshing level of engagement with the people who work in the system and the people who manage the system. I have been speaking with the Canadian Police.
That's good. Sean Fraser was the immigration minister, immigration out of control, housing minister, housing crisis, and now justice minister. We shall see.
I almost feel absurd. It's a ridiculous position to be in, but I have to jump in front of the bullet for Sean Fraser here and say that he was in charge of all of those ministries, but really the problems came from the top, didn't they? It wasn't like he was saying, "Oh, Justin, please, we have to have 2 million immigrants right now." It's like he wasn't doing that. It was the Trudeau. It came from the top, and he just seems to get like.
But if you're the cabinet minister,
the poop bag every time, doesn't he?
if you're the cabinet minister, you do have a responsibility to Canadians, not necessarily to your party. It's him that decided. Hey, it's him that decided to go along with it, so it's his responsibility as well. Same thing as Chrystia Freeland when she tried to shirk off her responsibility and say, "Oh, I didn't agree with the taco and tinsel GST break. Oh, I didn't agree with the carbon tax. Oh, I didn't agree with this." You were the second in command. You needed to use your voice to kind of like abdicate. That is not. Then you shouldn't have been in that responsibility. Should not have accepted that responsibility. The same goes for Sean Fraser. He took a cabinet position. You see the swearing in when they swear them in, don't you? Mm-hmm. That is not blind loyalty to the leader who may or may not have the best interests of Canada at heart. And who could say that Justin Trudeau had anybody's interest at heart other than his own?
Well, he would certainly try and say that he was trying to save the world, save Canadians, and all the rest of it. But
maybe
it's the principle of collective responsibility. Westminster governments, with the cabinet, they all have that in common. The collective responsibility, which is a decision made by the leader, has to be kind of, at least in public, supported by everybody. And if you don't support it, you should resign.
So
pretty
there
much.
is,
or,
so
if you're like really vigorously, angrily opposed to it, you should resign, go to the press or go into Parliament and say, "This is the worst thing ever, blah, blah, blah. And see you later. I'm going to go to the backbenches." But he didn't do that, obviously.